Alrighty, this is the PG-13. This is the 1985 USS FLAGG, and as you can see, I did some customizing to this one. Painted it up nicely in there, just a little bit here. Some cool detail. I don't know how well it'll come in with the lighting, but we'll pull back the lights just so you can have a quick look there. I even did the nice steering wheel. Painted a little bit here and there. Put up some decals. And sorry for the lighting, but I'll have to get some strip lighting or something for this. And that's the inside there. Then we'll go over here. Take a look at this little control room in here. Oh, there we go. You can see a little better in there if I just get the light in there. You know, I'm seeing it better. There we go. There it is. You can see right in there. I also painted the doors silver as well. And there's two levels for this. This is the weapons room, or the missile, where you put a missile rack, but I thought the bed from the field outpost would look nice and make it a medical room. So, you know, there's little decals on there and stuff. And got a little cot there. You know, it does look nice, silver and black. And I also did the computer here. Painted that up a little bit. Don't know how well that'll come in with the lighting. But you can see, painted it up nice. And there it is. A little closer look there. Painted up a computer and just threw that little thing in there for now. That's underneath, that's removable. But you know, there's a little stairs leading up and down. And we'll have to bring the light with us. So that is some cool detail on the decks. There's the main control room. The Admiral's chair. That's pretty cool in there. And I'm missing a few things for this. I'm missing the Admiral's launch. It's a little escape boat that really kind of sucks, so maybe if I can find something better to put in there, it would be awesome. There's a little green valve that goes in here. So I'm missing that. I'm also missing the antenna. Or the radar antenna. And, well, I painted this one a little bit. Black and a little silver on there. I don't know how well this will come in with the lighting. I did not put this ladder here yet. Not sure if I want to do that. I did put this, but I can remove that. You know, it would have been cool if there was like more playability over here. Well, if this section was cut out and there was, you know, 3 stories to this. I mean, they could have easily made this a lot better, but for what it is, it was freaking awesome. So, like I said, I am missing a few parts to this. I'm missing the elevator trusses, that there's 3 of them, 1, 2, 3. And I think there's a little strip. And then there's another strip for the whole body. I have that. There is like stairs here. As you can see, you go down to that level. And there's stairs there. Now, if they would have just made a side attachment for an elevator, you would have eliminated the stairs, or at least only needed to have 1 stairs, and you could have had some more rooms out of this. So there's a lot more you could do with this. Definitely a lot more. But I do love the customs, and you have to paint this black because this plastic they use, this gray plastic, it starts to yellow over time. So it's a real poor choice of material to go with a gray plastic. It does yellow, it does change, but making a custom is freaking awesome. So I haven't decided what I'm going to do here, and you know, I could even easily make something out of plastic. I could make the molds. There's 3, how you say, gun cannons. I painted this battleship gray. And I even made these tips. I made 3 tips from one original part that I had for each one, and I painted all of them like just like that. So That's awesome. I'm missing the tiny little thing underneath. Underneath here, I don't know if the lighting will work well, but there you go. There's a little... Sorry, there. That's in the way. Anyways, there's another radar underneath there. There's a little rail that goes in the back there. And there is some little detail in the back that leads to the other cannon. The battleship cannon. Oh, here I'm missing an engine cover that I just put that in there for just the time being. I could paint that, put a handle on it, or I could make a mold. I do have the arrestor cables that go in here. There's two, one on each side. But like I said, this is a custom, and that's, you know, when I get some more time, I did want to paint the deck and remove the stickers and just paint everything nicely. But that would take a steady hand, or you just outline it with tape and you do it. Not too hard. So I'm missing a few things for this, but oh well. This is my awesome custom flag, and I painted the rails on the other side. You can see, I just wish I had better lighting here. Painted all that up, and we'll have a look over here. Even did the 66 on the other side. Sorry if lighting doesn't really work too well, but we got some better lighting. Painted up all the rails and stuff. Again, light on the way. So the doors on the outside are all silver. Yeah, silver and black looks awesome. And as you can see, there is just a lot of space here for 3 Sky Strikers you can put on here, or some other vehicles. And there is definitely a lot of room for other vehicles. So you can see I've got a Black Hawk on here. I have a lot more. Oh, I guess I could have just turned the light up brighter. But there's a Ghost Hawk sitting there, and a cool Conquest, but they probably renamed it for that year. I'll have to look that up. That's what they did it for a lot of G.I.Joe vehicles as well. They renamed something that they already made. Like the Shark was renamed the Wave Crusher. It's like, oh. Anyway, sorry, we're getting sidetracked here. I did make the radar tips from one original part. So this here, this rail is screwed. There goes something. And just thought, whatever. I'll have to find another piece for that eventually. But just sort of for now, I just glued that part on. But there's cool little radars. So I did make some tips from the mold. This one isn't as good as the other ones that I put on there. So this is my custom flag, and it is fantastic. It's coming along. I would like to make probably two more layers underneath, so you can have 2 layers, 2 levels, and maybe even make a working elevator from like an electric motor, and you just use a bike chain. So that would be awesome. This is the similar comparison to the USS Forrestal. That's what this design is based off of. Now, if Hasbro was going to make a Haslab on this, I suggest they make a super carrier that's like 8 or 9 feet long and at least 4 feet wide with 3 levels for sure, with an elevator, working elevator. That would be fantastic. Like, that would just be awesome if they could do something more. Make it wider for sure, because I think this is 3 feet wide almost. So, you know, make it at least 4 feet wide. That way, you know, it's going to fit on most people's tables, or how you say, overhang a little bit. But this is a must-have, and I parted this one out. You know, I just did a little painting here and there by hand, all by hand. You know, it'd be cool to have airbrushes. But if they would do like a bigger how you say, bigger for sure, 3 levels, larger rooms, you know, more design, like get rid of stuff that is not as needed, or build it into the tower design. But oh well, there's a lot you could do with this, like for sure. Think about all the different stuff you could do for this. Have cool radar on top, satellite dishes, you know, a better type of tower that's more simplistic. Make it like one piece tower, not a whole bunch of tiny little pieces that you lose. You know, that you could do way more with this. For sure, have a weapons room and a medical room. I mean, you know, it takes a lot, you know, it takes a lot to make a custom. And this is all hand painted except for the outside was like spray painted. I spray painted this part. And I should use a fat cap, but you know, I was just trying it out, seeing what would happen, and it looked awesome. Also, I can make a mold out of this because I have one of the Y parts that clips into the front, and like after you slide this piece in when you're assembling it, you know, that's a part that people often lose. I don't have the tow vehicle. I do have the hook for that though, and I do have the other hook that hooks into the Sky Strikers, and I can't wait to get my Sky Striker from Haslab. You know, way over a year, so it's long overdue. I do have extra parts. I do have some more deck pieces, so eventually this will be made into more whenever I get time, but it's not on the huge priority list because I would like to get it done, but again, with kids you can't really you can't saw at night when you got free time. So I'm gonna have to figure out when I can do that and get some lumber and put something nice together and then paint it up. But painting has to wait for the summertime. So again, I'd have to strip the deck, paint it. I would like to paint this a different color and then do the fine details. You just, you know, make some strips and paint in your lines. It's not too hard to do. But again, with the shortage of model paints here, a lot of places are not carrying them. So anyways, there's little tabs that click in here. I do have extra ones for it, so that would be perfect. I can, whenever if someone wants to donate and send the extra elevator pieces I'm missing, awesome. If not, I'm not really gonna worry about it, because I might just, when I do the custom part, just cut something out or even design something, because you can use also like clay mold, or you can use I have the other stuff all in a box here. Just make your own molds, but you'd have to, it's probably better to make a clay mold out of something, but you'd have to carve a piece of wood maybe. I don't know. Oh. Or find a part that you might be able to use and make your own tailor-made pieces for this. But I think a super carrier would be fantastic for a Haslab. Let me know in the comments below if you agree that we should have like an 8 or 9 foot long, 4 foot wide, 3 feet tall aircraft carrier. That would be fantastic, with more of a full body. Even like, you know, that would be awesome. Anyways, I love you guys. Thanks for subscribing. We're gonna do definitely a lot more reviews to come. And you know, it's cool to make your own customs as well as keeping things at OG, original. But this is not, you know, we just put something on here. Again, like they could have had a cool cannon on top. Like there's so many possibilities you could do with this. But Hasbro fell short. So maybe with a Haslab